If I told you this guy was currently the most subbed to streamer, you wouldn't believe me. But Jynxzi has more subscribers than Ninja Ludwig XQC, and this guy is built different. So how did Jynxzi go from 0 subs and 0 viewers to the top of Twitch in a year? Playing a video game on Twitch and trying to be funny is what everyone does, and 95% of them are not able to make enough money to live off. So why is Jynxzi any different, and why is he currently the most subbed to streamer? The short answer is there was a hole in the Rainbow Six Siege market. The long answer is Jynxzi had been playing FPS and Rainbow Six for years.
Look at this haircut, dude. Oh my god, bro. What the hell was I doing?
But the reason he was able to be successful was because the entire Rainbow Six community didn't have any content creators or even competitive players to look to. The vast majority of players were on console, while competitive was strictly mouse and keyboard. So if you wanted to get high-level content of people playing with the same instruments you had, then there wasn't really anyone to watch until Jynxzi filled that space. There was a high demand with very little competition, and Jynxzi did not hesitate. If you look at a game that can be played competitively and has content for online, the same thing is true for every game. The best players, even the best in the world of that game, will always never be rewarded better than the top content creators in every way. Just look at any game. Rocket League, F2, Chess, Gotham Chess, Fortnite, Cypher PK, and now Rainbow Six, Jynxzi.
So many of the pro players are such cool dudes, but I know a lot of them get like pissed because F2 makes more money than them. Like, I'm sorry, that's just the truth. We make more money than them even though our ranks are lower, and it's just like people get really upset about that when it's stupid. We're just normal guys.
Compare any of those games creators to the top players, and the majority of the time the creators are far more successful than the best competitors. I mean, come on, why do you think the top streamers were once the best in their respective games? It's because they realized the more successful path. The majority of players in a game aren't highly skilled, so they look to someone who they can learn from and relate to better to understand the game.
How many days, bro? Just tell me.
Not a lot, bro. 403?
Op 4 has yet to locate a...
This is exactly what Jynxzi used as his rise to the top. Jynxzi was in the same position he was when he started, but with a mediocre skill, he would very likely have a fraction of the viewers and subs he does today, because people look up to him as the god of Siege for viewing viewers' clips and competing in tournaments.
Champion player! There's an enemy combatant on these heddles close right. Unfortunately, I still have no though.
Even though it seems like Jynxzi spawned out of nothing and just emerged onto Twitch as some Siege god gamer. He actually spent many years before where he is today, honing his craft to become the best streamer he could. Jynxzi isn't just doing well in random ranked matches, he's memeing on mouse and keyboard players while being himself in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Na 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 na, the song is copyrighted. But who is Jynxzi? When I first saw Jynxzi, I thought, what drugs is this guy on? I quickly grew to love to watch him because he's the embodiment of never let them know your next move, because no one could ever truly predict what this guy will do next. The only one who could is Jynxzi. To be honest, Jynxzi is just built different. I can never look away from any clip or video I see of him because who knows what he'll do next, which is partly why people keep coming back. Most people can be high energy on stream for only so long before it's back to chilling with lo-fi music, but not for Jynxzi. He has some inhumane ability to be whatever embodiment you call this.
Welcome to Los Buenos Hermanos. Do not show your face at the laundry again.
For XQC length hours of a stream, which can go from 8 to upwards of 12 hours live. Rainbow Six Siege is a fairly old game, like 9-year-old game, and most of the content creators of this game are stuck in the past. Let me explain. Most content creators of any game will live stream and hopefully post clips or some kind of video on YouTube to get people over to Twitch. You know the rest by now.
This is the #1 best thing you can do. Quit.
But most, if not all, of the creators in Rainbow Six weren't really doing this, especially because most of the top players were just competitive, like we explained earlier. So the Rainbow Six content rarely left Twitch or YouTube, but Jynxzi changed that. First clips I saw when I first discovered Jynxzi was on Instagram Reels. I don't watch Rainbow Six or Warzone or any games like that, so the only place I would see that type of content would be in short form. This is something Jynxzi clearly knows because any platform you could possibly think of has some kind of content there, even if he's not the one who posts posted it, his fans will spread his content like wildfire. This allows Jynxzi to get the widest scope of people possible, so he doesn't create any sort of cap on how many people his content could ever reach. Jynxzi might seem unhinged, but is smart to collab with some of the biggest live streamers, such as Kai Cenat.
Alright, so I want you to be 100% honest. Don't hesitate, okay? Me and you, 1v1, I can't shoot a bullet. Do you think you win? I can't shoot a bullet. Not one.
Yeah, I think I could win.
Oh, I get scammed? I'm getting scammed.
Bro, do not.
This is not what I agreed to.
He's able to tap into others' audiences, as once they see who Jynxzi really is in game and on stream, everyone will flock to his streams and YouTube videos because whatever they are watching is like nothing else. The most insane and top level gaming creators create fast-paced YouTube videos that mirror their fast-paced gaming style, but Jynxzi is completely different. All of his videos on his channel are over like 30 minutes in length, and many of them go on for hours, and some of them aren't even edited at all, just ripped straight from a VOD. Dream slightly used this tactic during his Minecraft manhunt days, as a longer video would receive massive amounts of watch time, so as long as the viewer stayed around. This makes sense why his videos are only having a few million views and not like 10 times more, because he doesn't edit any of them together, which decreases viewer retention, but still further enriches the viewer into Jynxzi's style of content creation. Now, everything I discussed clearly helped Jynxzi to get a larger audience as he grew. To me, only two things made him blow up to where he is today. The majority of the community didn't want to look up to mouse and keyboard players because frankly, they weren't on console, and so everyone looked up to Jynxzi. And two, his personality and persona is rivaled only by Tyler 1. He isn't just loud, he's bold and not afraid to speak his mind, or rather, act his mind.
GG, I win round 1. You might be like, Jynxzi, how do you know that you won round 1? Just sit back, get out your notepad, and watch greatness. This round is virtually unlosable.
Most people witness Jynxzi for the first time and think, what the is wrong with this guy? We'll stick around because at the end of the day, Jynxzi isn't just one of the most sub-2 streamers, he's one of the most entertaining people you may ever meet.